Ecstatica. I'm Ellen Etoff, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly what you'll be getting when you register for the Unleash Your Inner Wild program to open your natural, vital life force energy flow, and to help you decide if Unleash Your Inner Wild is the right program for you to enjoy ecstatic lovemaking, including full-body orgasms that can go on, to open to deeper intimacy, be more sexually spontaneous, and more able to love and receive love, and to feel free to express who you really are. I'm also going to show you how to get personal help from me to coach you through the entire process in just 6 short weeks. I'm also going to tell you about some of the bonuses you'll be receiving with the Unleash Your Inner Wild program that will make it easy to experience these transformations, as easy as sitting and relaxing in a chair. For now, we've got a lot to cover in this video, so let's get started. If you've been following along with the past 3 videos in this series, I showed you how the Unleash Your Inner Wild program is revolutionizing the way we think about sex and intimacy by opening our orgasmic energy channel and releasing our full-body orgasmic wave. I shared my experience that 90% of what it takes to have truly ecstatic sex and intimacy is clearing out the crap that's in the way. I showed you how we can easily and rapidly clear out this crap so we can enjoy spontaneous expression of our sexual vitality and live life from our soul essence instead of our wounds. By using the power of tools like color, eye movement, breath, and somatic awareness, and the processes that make this work so powerful, I shared how the Unleash Your Inner Wild program evolved. I've lived it personally through and through. In 1998, my full-body orgasmic flow gradually began to open, and eventually it became a powerful wave. It's such a magnificent part of my life that I wanted to help others experience this rapture. So I've been studying and reverse engineering the experience to help others access this powerful energy more quickly and enjoy its healing and life-enhancing properties. For over 25 years, I've guided private clients one-on-one and participants in group programs at live retreats and online to release sexual and relationship wounding and clear blocks in their energy flow. During this time, I also got a master's degree in East-West psychology to add to my repertoire and serve you better. My work is quite innovative in the field of sexuality, and I'm thrilled and honored to have had John Gray, the author of the best-selling Mars-Venus books, when he said, "Make sure you're getting the inspiration that Ellen provides." In the first video in this series, I discussed the missing link between orgasm and ecstasy and how you can have both, and how this is a key to expanding from regular lovemaking to truly ecstatic lovemaking. We explored how you can enjoy full-body orgasmic bliss, even with the passage of time that often leads to waning of libido and genital orgasmic response. You learned how the 5-year-old inside you that was told to shut up may be sabotaging all this. I showed you how your natural orgasmic energy flows from the base of your spine to the top of your head, and when unobstructed, it flows through your system in a wave-like motion. Healthy babies and young children experience this flow naturally. I gave the analogy that your energy flow is like a garden hose. You turn on the faucet to water the garden, and water flows freely out the other end, like your energy. But if there are blocks or kinks in the hose, the water gets held back and there may be only a trickle of water coming out the end, maybe no water. One possibility is you have limited energy in general. Your life force is really squelched. When energy gets blocked, though, it has to go somewhere. Sometimes it shows up as physical symptoms. It dampens your life force to the point that you become vulnerable to disease and accidents. Sometimes it shows up as inhibitions, thwarted expression, or lack of spontaneity. Now, when the flow of water continues and the kinks persist, the pressure in a kinked hose will eventually force leaks in any weak spots. When this happens, water, or energy in this case, spews out in directions that you didn't intend or want. These kinks and leaks in your energy flow can have a lot of unpleasant effects, especially impacting our relationships, thwarting our self-expression and our sexuality. I also talked about how parental imprinting and cultural messages throughout our lives have clogged up or put kinks in our orgasmic flow, and how a lot of us have been imprinted with the idea that we should hold back our natural sensual urges, that certain kinds of pleasures are just not okay. We also covered how the unconscious three-step process all of us repeatedly went through in response to uncomfortable early experiences further blocked our energy and our free experience of life, including our intimacy with others and our sexual pleasure. I discussed the widespread belief that your sex life will inevitably die after a certain age, and all of this puts kinks in our orgasmic flow or hose. But when you clear out kinks and open your energy flow, it changes the way others relate to you. And you attract people who are also freer in their energy flow. This is due to resonance. I call it the law of resonance. You see, our energy is always resonating with other people's energy. We're kind of like tuning forks. When you strike a middle C tuning fork next to a piano, the middle C string on the piano will sound, and the other C strings, octaves above and below it, will also resonate to a lesser degree. Well, let's say you previously didn't have access to your C note because your energy was blocked, and now you do. Well, now you're going to resonate with a part of your partner that may have been dormant. And if you don't have a partner, as you open your energetic flow, it actually helps open the flow in the people closest to you. And you also attract people into your realm that are more open and less wounded. Again, it's the law of resonance. And it's why, if you're single, opening your orgasmic energy flow will shift the type of person you attract. You'll start to attract the kind of person you really want to share your life with. And when your energetic flow is open, when you release your full body orgasmic wave, when you unleash your inner wild, you can open to ecstatic sex, including a full body orgasmic state, greater spontaneity, sexually and otherwise, increased ability to love and receive love, deeper intimacy, and freedom to express who you really are. So no matter what the current state of your love life is, I invited you to open your mind to the possibilities of new wonders that await you. And then I offered you a free orgasmic energy flow assessment, so you could begin to see where possible kinks in your orgasmic energy flow may be. In the second video, I showed you how to interpret your orgasmic energy flow assessment, so you could see more specifically where the kinks in your energetic hose are likely to be, and what this means for you in terms of your everyday relationships and your sex life. I showed you how these kinks or blocks relate not only to emotions, but to energetic frequencies that correlate to color frequencies. I walked you through 11 possible kink points in your orgasmic energy flow and how they relate to physical, emotional, and sexual wounding. I also told you real-life stories to demonstrate how all this has played out in the lives of my clients, and how the methods I use in the Unleash Your Inner Wild program helped clear these blocks for healing in these individuals. In going through the first two videos and the assessment, you may have discovered, for example, that clearing out your guilt and shame and inhibitions related to the color red-orange, or an inclination to take on excess responsibility, gives you the freedom to be more spontaneous, creative, and playful. And when it's cleared out, this could show up as being more playful in general, more creative at work, or more sexually responsive and spontaneous for more satisfying full-body orgasmic sex. In the third video, I explained the pros and cons of various methods to clear out your energetic kinks or blocks, so you can unleash your inner wild to have wonderful relationships and the sex life of your dreams. We also saw real results in case studies from clients who are using the tools and methods used in the Unleash Your Inner Wild program to get rapid and lasting results. tools like color, eye movement, breath, and somatic awareness. Clients, including Adam, who went from betrayed and brokenhearted when his fiancée left him for his best friend, to feeling ready for love in 6 weeks and happily married to a new woman within a year. And you can make these kinds of shifts, not sometime out in the distant future, but in just 6 short weeks. If you're one of the many people who have watched this video series so far, you now know that clearing out the blocks and releasing your full body orgasmic energy flow is the key to experiencing lifelong electrifying sex with a spiritually connected soulmate. Making this possible for as many people as possible is my mission. I mean, clearing out the blocks and unleashing your natural full body orgasmic flow really makes all the difference between, on the one hand, holding back from speaking your truth, expressing your true self, feeling limited, even shut down in the sexual pleasure you experience and the intimacy you share, and on the other hand, unleashing your inner wild and having delicious full body orgasmic sex with soulful intimacy that nourishes all aspects of your life, and the freedom to express your soul's essence instead of leading with your wounds. So here's the question. Are you ready to take that step forward toward your vision of a truly fulfilling love life? Are you ready to dive in and clear out what's been holding you back in so many ways for so long, so you can be free of the imprinting, the cultural repression, the self-limiting patterns, so you can enjoy the level of freedom and joy you want to have in your sex life, in your relationship, your family, and beyond? All the while providing you with the joy and full body orgasmic pleasure you desire? What would that mean for you? It's a dream for a lot of people, getting to that kind of freedom sexually, in relationships, and in general. I know what it feels like to go from feeling lack and repressed and struggling, to go from having an orgasm and then rolling over in bed wondering, is that all there is? To, on the other hand, experiencing that level of freedom and truly transcendent lovemaking. Hundreds of my students have experienced that freedom, and I know it can be a reality for you too, if you stick with me. Because right now, I want to show you what your path forward can look like, and how the Unleash Your Inner Wild program can change the trajectory of your sex life, of your love life, and change your entire life forever. So let's jump right into what the Unleash Your Inner Wild program is for, who it's for, and who it's not for, and what you'll get as soon as you join. If you're the type of person who's looking for a way to get your partner to be a better lover, this is not for you. Now, it's great if your partner participates with you. Just know that the change begins from within, even if it appears the other person is the problem. You know, when you clear out your internal blocks, the people around you will seemingly change, at least in relation to you. Or if you're the type of person who isn't willing to become aware of self-limiting beliefs that may be keeping you from the love life you desire, then this is not for you. Not for you either. Now, if you're saying to yourself, that's not me at all. I take my personal growth and sex life seriously. And I not only want great sex, but I want it to be deeply intimate. I genuinely want to go deep and grow as a person and evolve my sexuality. Well, if this is you, then keep watching, because the Unleash Your Inner Wild program is the way to do it. And if you join Unleash Your Inner Wild and participate, then whether you're just starting out on the personal development path, or you participated in scores of personal and spiritual growth programs, you will experience transformation. Whether you want to heal your wounds and feel more sexually confident, or you sense there's more of you, some sort of wildness wanting to be expressed sexually, emotionally, and creatively, or you're in between relationships and want to release the old sabotaging patterns and attract a partner who knows and loves the real you and not your self-protective masks or wounds. Or you already have a great sex life and relationship and you want to take it to the next level, create something magnificent, even transcendent. No matter your experience level or the situation with your love life, you will see changes and experience transformation when you participate, just like the results that so many others have already seen. Like Rebecca, who wrote me to say she knew she needed the course, but her self-protective side started making excuses not to do it. But she was tired of living her old tapes that were destructive and literally draining her from experiencing the day-to-day joys of life. And she wrote me again after the program to say, "Hi, Ellen, thanks for offering this life-changing class. The amount of work, time, effort, and compassion you put into this course is simply amazing. And all for the sake of helping people heal. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I can't wait to take another class from you in the future." The Unleash Your Inner Wild program incorporates proven methods and tools that get private clients and group participants alike rapid and lasting results. Like Mel, who said, "I've gotten more out of 6 sessions with you than I did out of 6 years of therapy." Or Carol, who contacted me 5 years later to say, "Well, the sexual and relationship thing is handled. Ellen, I really attribute a lot of the wonderful things that have happened in my life to the work I did with you 5 years ago. Soon thereafter, I went to India and met my soulmate. We came back to the U.S., got married, and bought a lovely home." And then there's Teresa Waller, who said, "How could you put a price to it when you realize you're not doing the same old stuff?" And her husband of 26 years is learning and growing too in response. She continues, "I don't really understand how it's working, but I truly do believe it's releasing stuff from my subconscious that I've been trying to release for years. It's resolved. It's integrated." The Unleash Your Inner Wild program gives you the confidence to be a great lover who experiences and shares pleasure fully. Your path is laid out right here in front of you, and all you need to do is sign up, and you'll get support and coaching from me. Think about the possibilities. What if you were to feel totally comfortable communicating your needs and desires in a healthy and effective way, in a way that gets you what you need and desire? What if you were able to open fully to pleasure and tap into an orgasmic wave state and be sexually spontaneous? If you're able to be totally present and open to deeply intimate connection with yourself and your partner, then you set yourself apart from all the other lovers and you'll feel sexually fulfilled and deeply connected with your partner. You'll feel free. You'll feel your sexuality and your spirituality integrated within you. Even if you're starting from scratch, you'll be a fantastic lover and you can more readily attract the perfect partner or elicit untapped qualities you desire in your current partner. And then it's easy to add sexual techniques to expand your repertoire. Now, before I tell you how the Unleash Your Inner Wild program is structured, I want to let you know that we're kicking things off really soon because the Unleash Your Inner Wild program operates like a college course. We open up enrollment, and everybody signs up and registers, and then we close the doors and kick things off all together. And the reason why I mention this is because we're about to close the doors very shortly. Very shortly. So if you want to take advantage of everything I'm about to share with you and you want to get in before the doors close, you'll need to act quickly. Now, when you join the Unleash Your Inner Wild program, as soon as you join and complete a consent form, you get access to your pre-course accelerator exercise and the Orgasmic Energy Flow Assessment if you haven't filled it out already. On day 1 of the program, you get access to Module 1, and we'll have a kickoff call the same day. I'm going to walk you step by step through the entire process including how you can ask to be in the love seat on the calls, anonymously if you like. I find that when I walk one person through a clearing process using the colors, eye movement, somatic awareness, and breath, other people on the call report profound clearings at the same time. And we'll do our first clearing session right there on the first call. So here's what's covered in the program modules. Each module will help you move along a continuum of growth. You will gain tools and continue on this path indefinitely. Module 1 is called Safety, Rootedness, and Trust. And we'll explore issues around the color frequencies of ruby and magenta. In this module, you will learn how to use the color fields, including how to maintain balance in your autonomic nervous system. We'll discover the 2 questions that can favorably shift your experience anytime, any place. How affirmations don't work when there are underlying unconscious self-limiting decisions in place, and a means to cancel such decisions to allow your energy to flow more naturally. You'll become more rooted in your body to feel more grounded and stable. You'll release bondage of tribal issues and family patterns for greater freedom to live life in the present. You'll increase a sense of safety and trust to enable you to experience more of life. You'll gain greater sensory awareness to experience more physical and sexual pleasure and be more in tune to supportive messages from your physical body. You'll allow more pleasurable emotions and a wider range of emotional states. And you'll begin to integrate your sexuality with your spirituality. In Module 2, we focus on passion, pleasure, relaxation, and fate related to red and violet. In Module 2, you will learn the unconscious 3-step process we used as a child and later to make life-shifting, self-protective decisions that may no longer serve us as adults. You'll awaken your passion, awaken deeper levels of sexual pleasure, integrate feeling and movement, increase motivation, decrease worry, and increase trust. You'll connect with your spiritual source and let go of what's holding you back. Module 3 is freedom, spontaneity, insight, and intuition with red, orange, and indigo. In Module 3, you'll release guilt and shame, shed inhibitions that no longer serve you, let go of an excessive sense of responsibility, become more spontaneous, free up your creativity, be more playful, and release inner conflict. You'll also calm, overwhelm, and gain clarity and insight, and experience greater inner peace. In Module 4, we address confidence, self-love, verbal expression, and joy related to orange and blue. This is where you'll embrace self-love, feel more confident, increase healthy self-esteem. You'll more freely speak your truth, release psychological or emotional dependency, and feel more independent, and experience joyful self-expression. Module 5 is about empowerment, letting go, congruence, and flow with yellow and blue-green. Module 5 will help you let go of the need to control. It will help calm helplessness and panic if you have that. You'll release resentment and frustration. You might discover resentment and frustration you didn't even know you had, and then release it. Feel more optimistic, experience healthy empowerment, move toward a sense of wholeness and harmony, increase self-awareness, and integrate mind, body, emotion, and thought. Module 6 is compatibility, forgiveness, affection, and love with yellow, green, and green. In this module, you'll release hurt. You'll release jealousy and envy and loosen fear of abandonment. You'll ease grief and loss and open to receiving more love and affection and experience union with others. Be inspired and increase a sense of peacefulness. Then with Module 7, we wrap it all up with a call on integration and more clearings and questions and answers. And you'll learn ways to consciously move energy and how to use the microcosmic orbit. And here's the best part. When you join me, we're going to be doing this together, because when you enroll in the Unleash Your Inner Wild program today, I'll be with you holding your hand through the entire process so that you get the support and accountability you need as we go through each module. On the live calls, you'll be able to get your personal questions answered as they come up. More about the coaching and clearing calls in just a minute. I also wanted to let you know that because you do have lifetime access to the course, you can also go through everything at your own pace. And you can come back again and again, and at any time down the road to refresh your memory and continue releasing blocks to your energy flow. My goal is that by the end of these 7 modules, you'll be a new person in many ways. Actually, you'll experience being more of who you really are without all the restraints and self-limiting beliefs. You'll feel your energy flowing more freely. And you'll have the tools and mastery to continue opening your energy flow more and more, and continue to unleash more and more aspects of your inner wild in your sex life, in various dimensions of your love life, and in your life overall. In addition to the 7 core modules, I'm also going to set you up with 4 bonuses. Bonus number 1 is your spouse or intimate partner can participate for free. The first bonus here is a free ticket for your spouse or partner to participate in the program. Now, you can make huge shifts in your relationship and your sex life even if your partner does not participate. But if they want to, or if they notice changes in you and decide they want to check it out for themselves, they get in free. Now for your next 2 bonuses, remember what I said near the beginning of this video about bonuses that make the clearing part of the process as simple as sitting and relaxing in a chair? I was referring to the next 2 bonuses. In addition to being a sex and intimacy coach for over 25 years, I'm also a certified hypnotherapist. Bonus number 2 is where this comes in handy. Bonus number 2 is 7 weekly guided turbocharger energy flow hypnosis sessions for additional release of old patterns and to further potentiate each week's theme within you. You simply sit or lie down in a comfortable position, and I'll guide you through a very pleasant and rejuvenating hypnosis session to help you further incorporate and deeply integrate within you the themes we're addressing in the modules in an easy and relaxing manner. You'll be able to use these hypnosis sessions as often as you like during and after the program completes for continued support to open your orgasmic wave. Bonus number 3 is a quick flow guided clearing session to use with color fields. And by the way, these color fields are online. I have them set up so you'll get access to them as soon as you get started with Module 1 in the program, and they're very powerful in subtle ways. You see, the eyes are like the frontal lobes of the brain, and the color nourishes your entire system in many ways through this pathway. To give you a couple of examples, one client I'll call Janine had a dramatic response after just 1 session of viewing the colors for about 30 minutes. She was in her mid-40s and had not had a menstrual period for 2 years, and she thought she'd gone into early menopause. 2 days after this session, looking at the colors, she started menstruating again, much to her surprise. I have one client right now, whom I'll call Brenda, who reported to me just last week that although she didn't notice any obvious changes, specifically from viewing the color fields for less than a week or 2, her husband did. You see, Brenda had always had difficulty with sleep and tossed and turned at night. Her husband said she was now sleeping noticeably more peacefully and calmly, and he thought it must be due to the colors. I've also had children, when I used to work with kids with reading disabilities, have notable effects from the colors. One little boy's parents called me to say he'd suddenly started doing his chores without being asked. And he proudly took me to see his classroom desk, which he had cleaned out and organized for the first time in his life. Yes, the colors help you clear blocks and release energy in amazing ways while simply relaxing in a chair. But in this case, bonus number 3, your eyes are open and you're looking at the colors on your computer or tablet while I guide you through a short session viewing them with eye movement and breath. And you get lifetime access to the color fields and the guided sessions, so you can revisit and reap continued benefits whenever you like. Now for bonus number 4. It's a $400 discount on the Unleash Your Inner Wild live immersion retreat in California's beautiful San Francisco Bay Area. I'm totally excited about this. Now, the Unleash Your Inner Wild program is complete unto itself, so please know that. However, this optional retreat is your next step to experiencing your full body orgasmic energy flow at an even more powerful level. You'll get the option to join me for a 3-day live immersion Unleash Your Inner Wild retreat in beautiful Marin County, just north of San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge. During this 3-day retreat, you will watch me demonstrate triggering my own full body orgasmic flow, fully clothed, not physically sexual. But I'll just show you what it looks like and how the energy is when it happens. And my partner may also join me for this, so you'll see what it's like for an individual and for a couple. In this retreat, you will embody your inner wild program experience and continue to free up energy so it moves more freely through your physical body. You'll integrate the various dimensions of your sexuality, which includes physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. You'll experience group support and healing through sharing your sexual stories. We'll all share our sexual stories to the degree you wish in a very safe and nurturing environment. And you'll take your orgasmic flow to the next level and powerfully expand the unleashing of your inner wild. To accomplish this, we will experience Kundalini shaking to help free up energy channels throughout your body. Learn and experience natural pelvic movement and breath synchronization for fuller and freer sexual energy flow and maximum pelvic and full body orgasmic response. Most of us have gotten kind of locked into an unnatural backward pattern over time. You'll do circle work to integrate the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual dimensions of our sexuality. We'll share our sexual stories and love and support with kindred spirits, and we'll dance, make noise, generally cut loose, and unleash our inner wild in various fun and fulfilling ways. This will be a very personalized program with me working with you every step of the way. I believe it's so powerful that I want to support your attendance by giving you this $400 discount as a bonus. So here's what you get when you register the Unleash Your Inner Wild program. You get the pre-course accelerator exercise, so you can see where you're at now and track your progress to satisfy yourself that your energy has freed up easily and naturally. The Orgasmic Energy Flow Assessment. This helps you determine where you may have particular blocks so you can emphasize use of certain color fields for rapid progress. You'll get the 7 modules with training, clearing, and coaching calls. And by the way, each call each module will include handouts, training, group, or individual clearing experiences, which everybody benefits from as you follow along with individual clearings. And you'll all get coaching and my answers to your questions. You'll also get unlimited lifetime use of Ecstatica color fields online for your home use or anywhere. So you can use them during the program and continue to clear blocks in your orgasmic energy flow as you become aware of them. And you'll get the 4 bonuses. Number 1, your spouse or intimate partner can participate for free. You get the 7 weekly guided turbocharger energy flow hypnosis sessions. You get the quick flow guided clearing session to use with color fields. and a $400 discount on the Unleash Your Inner Wild live immersion retreat in California's beautiful San Francisco Bay Area. And by the way, you'll get an opportunity to register for this retreat at an even greater discount soon. So I like this quote from Joseph Campbell. And as you may know, he's the American mythologist, writer, and lecturer, and he beautifully summed up what you ultimately get when you unleash your inner wild when he said, I think that what we're seeking is an experience of being alive so that our life experiences on the purely physical plane will have resonances with our own innermost being and reality so that we actually feel the rapture of being alive. Feeling the rapture of being alive sexually and throughout your entire life. That's what you get when you open your orgasmic wave and unleash your inner wild. What's the investment for all this? Just $297 as one easy payment, or 3 payments of $107, which would be billed 30 days apart. Here's my money-back happiness guarantee to you. I want you to be thrilled with this program. So if you decide after the first 2 classes that the Unleash Your Inner Wild program is just not a fit for you, simply email me and request your refund within 24 hours at the end of the module number 2 call. And I'll refund your investment, no questions asked. The Unleash Your Inner Wild program starts very soon. The deadline to join is midnight the day before the first call. Now, I want everyone in the Unleash Your Inner Wild program to start together because a bond develops and we dive right into rich content immediately. The deadline is midnight Pacific time the day before the program starts. So if this resonates with you, remember my full money-back happiness guarantee and be sure to register right now while you're thinking about it. You can click the link below this video or go to innerwildnow.com to sign up.